Original or a fax? About 6 months ago I got a referral from my doctor to a medical clinic to check on a minor thing that he was not worried about but was bothering me. He wrote out the referral but couldn't refer me anywhere specific. I did some research online and found a clinic near my house. I followed their process to book an appointment and sent a picture of the referral using their online form. It took 5 months for them to find any availability, but I finally got an appointment. But after 6 months I couldn't find the referral form anywhere. Knowing that if I started from scratch it would take another 6 months to get an appointment, I decided to chance it. Somewhat predictably, as soon as I got to the office they asked for the referral form. I asked them if they had the copy I sent in with appointment request. They did. But this was not sufficient because it was an electronic copy. And I quote, "Appointments can only be held if we have the original referral or the doctor's office faxes it to us." I stared at the receptionist for a moment or two, dumbfounded by such a stupid policy. Then I asked for 10 minutes to work this out. I hustled out to my car and called my doctor's office. I got the receptionist and explained the situation. Then I grabbed a copy of the picture I had taken of my referral form, the same one that they already had, and emailed it to her. She confirmed she would fax it to the clinic right away. I went back into the clinic and could barely suppress my smirk. I told the receptionist that there should be a fax from my doctor's office. As soon as she received it, she compared it to the picture she already had. "But this is the same picture that we already have." "Yes, but it was faxed from my doctor's office like you requested." Slow Pikachu face for her. Big smirk for me. She called over the supervisor, who cracked up and said okay. I got into my appointment and it turns out my doctor was right. It was nothing. But I do have my pride at outsmarting their stupid system. It shouldn't be that hard to see someone. After waiting 6 months, why would they make it harder? Make it make sense, please. Reminds me of when I was in college. And my college wanted some stuff faxed, not emailed. And I pointed out to the lady at the desk that all that was happening was that the emails were being printed out and then faxed from the library. She shrugged and said she agreed it was really stupid. The fax machine lobby has some pull. I had the same thing with a Stone Age financial company insisting I faxed a copy of my passport to them. I had an image of it, but they wouldn't accept that. It had to be faxed. I pointed out that my passport wouldn't fit in the fax machine. They suggested photocopying it, then faxing the photocopy. So I printed my image and faxed that instead. They were happy. Where I live, not US obviously. The doctors, hospitals and clinics use something called a computer system where the referrals and anything else related to the case can be looked up. I can look up my medical history online as well. Fax? Have not seen one in a decade or more. I live in a third world country. And except for the saturated health system in the capital city, if you pay the doctor you can find an appointment max 1 month later. In fact, in my city is more faster sometimes. 6 months is excessive. I ran into a similar situation with VA healthcare last month. Fax documents are considered legally binding, whereas other forms of electronic media are not. Strangely enough, there are cases where fax machines are more secure than email. On a similar note, some of our missile launch tubes run in 5¼ floppies. Honestly, sometimes a receptionist makes or breaks a doctor. I've fired doctors because of how bad their receptionists are. Well done, indeed. My pharmacy accepts the scripts my doctor writes out, and then sends a picture of via WhatsApp. It is just power-tripping admin staff. The government-run clinic in the country I reside in is controlled by such people. The doctor can write a referral, but the admin staff at the counter can say no. When I returned to ask the doctor, he called the admin staff and was like a nervous kid begging for candy but couldn't get his way at all. Kind of ridiculous that underpaid and unqualified admin staff runs the clinic instead of doctors.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.